Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
Alright. What's up, dude?
Was good, dude. Another week without Matt.
Another week without
Busy man.
Allegedly.
He says he's busy.
Yes. It's
Is he?
very alleged.
I don't know. He could be lying to us. You're right.
He could be.
We would never know. We'd find out.
We're guilty until proven innocent in this house. We flipped the script.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's how it should be. Like, not like in that part,
Yeah.
but like anywhere else,
Yeah.
you should be guilty.
Yeah,
until
you
proven
kind of are
innocent.
in the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
The second you're accused of anything, you did it.
It really is. It's you trying to deny it.
Yeah.
You have to deny everything.
But everyone already believes you did it.
Yeah.
Like, right away.
No questions asked.
No. Which is kind of sick. But it's also,
It's cool, like, when it's you putting it on someone else, not when it's been put on you.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want that put on me. I don't want that junk. I'll put it on others.
Yeah, that's the only way to do
I'll
it.
continue to put it on others.
Yeah.
Today, I'm glad you had a relaxing day. Today has been somewhat fucked for me. But
It's not. It's really hasn't been that bad.
for me,
Yeah.
I mean,
You woke up. We went to our little
yeah,
class.
that was fine. I had fun doing that.
So, you got the oil thing.
The oil change bullshit. Valvoline can't fucking change the oil. They're one thing that they do. They can't do it.
How do you, as a business, how do you explain that?
I don't know.
I got we got it's like 30. It's like $20 off.
Yeah, it's
You give me
still
$20 off to
25.
go change oil, and then you can't change my oil
Yeah, couldn't change the oil.
because you a pussy.
Yeah, they couldn't turn the screw. It's literally what they said. I can't turn the screw.
Okay.
Whatever. What?
But what else has happened that's been so? That's it. That's been your
Fingers.
day. Oh.
Fingers pissed me off. He's been pissed me off. That shit pissed me off, bro.
He hasn't changed.
No.
It's not like he's gotten worse. It's not like he's gotten better.
Treats me like the fucking housekeeper. Treats me like the maid.
It should be the other way around.
Yeah,
He should be cleaning up your shit,
he should.
especially with where he's at.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, we gotta live with him. His bed is right there. You
Yeah.
literally fucking
But it's upsetting. I don't like it at all. I'm upset.
tell him.
I
Tell him
did.
that.
I texted him just now. I told him I'm upset.
Oh, that's what you're texting? He did respond to you?
No. He probably won't.
No, he doesn't. That is my thing is, like, as a human being, be on time to work.
Yeah.
He left 10 minutes before work, and it is probably a 15-minute drive.
Yeah, 15, 20.
It's easily a 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
No way he got there on
Well,
time.
and there's traffic right now.
Yeah.
So.
It's a Monday afternoon.
That's Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Still, though, same rules apply. Nah, he won't reply to me.
Everyone's getting off work early. 4 o'clock is when people start getting off work.
Yeah. He's not going to reply to me, which is what he does. He avoids. He doesn't reply. But whatever. I'm going to be fucking in my bedroom later tonight. We'll see if he gets what he needs out of my bedroom.
Oh, did he not get anything?
No. I'll hold his things captive while I have sex.
What is he doing?
No one knows.
Did you tell him that she was coming over?
Yeah, he knows. He'll pretend he doesn't, but he knows.
I'm gonna clip this. What?
He just doesn't think. He expects me to do it.
You should tell him that. I mean, like, if he tries to ask, be like, "Yo, bro, like, I told you about this last night."
Yeah.
Middle of fucking, be like, "No."
Yeah.
I asked him the other night. I was like the last time she was here and I was here, I was like, do you hear anything that goes on in there? He was like, no.
Nah, he hears.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he gave me, like, the no. I was like,
Yeah,
I
he hears.
damn well.
I know he hears.
I think he listens.
100%. Because one time he was playing his game and he had his headset on. So I was like, okay, it's safe. I can fuck.
Uh-huh.
And then I was fucking. And then when I came out, he was lounging with nothing. No headphones, nothing.
No TV
lounging.
on?
Nope, no TV
He's
on.
probably just scrolling.
He was lounging, scrolling. So I know he heard. I feel like he went out of his way to hear.
I don't understand him. Like, when he gets off of his game, he just goes and he sits somewhere for like 2 hours and scrolls.
Just scrolls. Hits Doom scrolls. Legendary Doom scrolls.
2 hours. After already clocking an 8-hour shift on Overwatch.
Yeah. Well, he scrolls in between matches, too.
He scrolls in between everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it too. It's not like I don't scroll in between, like, matches, but he does it between deaths.
Yeah, he does do it between
His
deaths.
is between deaths.
Like, if there's, like, a 10-second lull, he has to be on his phone.
He's got to keep his brain constantly filled with fucking information.
Yeah. He has to be on his phone.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not bad too, but I'm not that bad.
But I've seen you're like replying to somebody.
Yeah.
You're like doing that. Nah, he just
scrolls.
He just scrolls. He watches like 5 seconds of a video and then it's time to play the game again.
We've officially been with him for what, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. 7 months?
Yeah.
I think we're doing a pretty good job.
We're hanging in somehow. We're good roommates.
I think we're good roommates.
Yeah, we're good roommates. He's a bad roommate.
Well, and we're bros. He doesn't like being a bro anymore.
That's true. He doesn't like being a bro.
We can't do bro stuff to him anymore.
But he's never liked that. He's never liked being one of the guys. He's never enjoyed bro shit.
Yeah, but you live with 2 other dudes now. Like, you got to do bro shit.
He doesn't like it.
You can't do anything to that guy anymore.
No.
Can't call him any names.
Nope.
Can't touch him.
Well, he doesn't like going anywhere fun. He doesn't like doing anything fun. He just likes doing nothing. He just likes lounging.
What the fuck, dude?
It's whatever, bro.
Like, I haven't been paying attention to him. I barely talk to him. I ask him. I literally, my interactions with him are, hey, can you go to the dispo for me?
Yeah. Whatever. It's no sweat off my game. No skin off my scrub.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, that guy is a little buggy, isn't he?
Ooh. Yeah, no, I don't know. I said no sweat. It's annoying.
It's it's frustrating, but it's not like.
It's just.
In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. Like, he's not really doing anything at all, so.
No. You have to deal with him more than I do.
Yeah. I'm over it. I'll tell you off cam how I actually feel, but. Yeah, I'm over it.
Simply put.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I realize we don't got a coon or a book.
Yeah, that's my bad. We didn't set up at all.
We didn't.
Should I get the coon and a book?
I mean, I think just the coon. I don't know if we need
I'll
the book.
I'll get the coon. I'll get the coon.
At least the raccoon. Just to spruce it up, we gotta have our third person.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. That's our bad, buddy.
Sorry, man. Now he's chilling.
That's like the one reason though I am excited kind of to go to Hawaii is just
Get away from Braden.
Yeah, I just want to get out of this.
Dude, I know he's gonna be just chilling in your room the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I might just not interact with that guy.
I haven't in like a full month. I haven't really spoken to him. I've said like a couple of words here and there.
Yeah, I'll do like the usual shit. Like I'll see like what he's doing, and I'll be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I won't even do that.
Really? Don't even hit him with one of those anymore?
No.
You need anything from my room before I go to town?
Yeah, pretty much that's it.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about. Like, that guy lives in our living room when you haven't talked to him for a month.
Yeah. I don't want to.
No, like, that's what I'm saying is, like, that's fair, but it's crazy to think that his life is just... Yeah. Like, our lives are so far apart that it's like we don't even need to talk to this guy.
No.
There's no need to.
He's tried a couple times to engage me, and I'm just like, yuck, no thank you. I don't want to.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, that's crazy to think about. Like, that guy lives in our living room when you haven't talked to him for a month.
Yeah. I don't want to. He's tried a couple times to engage me, and I'm just like, yuck, no thank you. I don't want to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No, I get what you mean, but like, I don't know. I don't really know what you can say.
Nothing.
There's nothing to talk about with this guy.
No.
I know he doesn't have anything new to say.
Unless you want to talk about Broncos practice squad players.
That he's been trying to...
He used to try. I told him several times I don't care about that.
Wow. Wow, what is he... I'm just trying to wrap my head around this guy.
Yeah.
I really just don't
We'll talk more about it off air.
Yeah, I just don't understand him.
I don't want the whole thing to be denigrating him, but, it's not great. It's not great.
It's terrible.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Simply put, it's pretty bad.
It is pretty bad.
Tell me about this dream you were talking about, though. I'm kind of interested.
Oh, yeah, so I had a dream. You know how we're going to visit Jake in Nebraska?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know this isn't what his campus is going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that this is where we were.
Okay.
I know we were at his campus.
Yeah.
We were hanging out. We were like, it was like very lively. It was like a big nice building. The scene was very lively. There was a bunch of people around. And we were standing on like this rooftop area where like, it was almost like a rooftop. Not even rooftop. It was like a big balcony, like a huge fucking balcony. Like on the third floor. But then there was like more building to the side over here.
Okay.
And so we were like, there's just like a bunch of people out there, just kind of doing a bunch of different stuff. I was out there, I was smoking a cigarette. You were smoking a cigarette with me. Jake was just kind of chilling. We were drinking. We were like talking to some randoms or whatever. And then, like, funny that this is on screen now, because Russians started descending upon the scene.
I was like Red Dawn.
Yeah.
It was like some Red Dawn.
It was pretty much
shit.
Red Dawn. It was pretty much Red Dawn. But what was happening was everyone immediately pussied out. For real, everyone immediately, like, because there was so many people around, and then I look over and no one's there.
That just ran.
Everyone's gone.
Damn.
Well, I didn't even see people running. It was just like they just evaporated. They just disappeared. And then there was like one random guy still kind of left, and he was like, "What's happening?" And I was just like, "It's the Russians." I knew right away. I was like, "It's the Russians, dude. The Ruskies are here." Yeah, and then the rest of it was pretty much us not even really fighting Russians, just kind of like watching as the Russians were like fucking shit up a little bit. And then in the dream, I was kind of just like, kind of not our problem. Not really. It's not really our beef.
Yeah, like, I'm not a soldier. I'm not going to fucking...
Yeah. But then eventually we went to like some VR room. I don't know why. It was kind of like the mix. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that. And we went to like the VR room and we just started doing like that.
Started playing some VR?
Yeah, we just were like walking around VR, but we were doing like a war VR game. And then we came out and we were like, okay, I think we are ready. I think we can do this. But then it was like over by the time we came out. We kind of quantum leaped. Nice. We went into the VR and we quantum leaped.
Came out and the war was over?
Yeah, we came out, war was over, we won.
Maybe we secretly were fighting the war in the VR.
I think that's what we were doing. I think we took over soldiers and we
were fighting the war.
Fucked shit up. Which is actually, now that I'm saying it, kind of a good movie idea.
Yeah, that is kind of...
It's kind of a good movie idea.
Ooh.
It's almost good as a comedy. Where these guys who are like pussies, they're like, no, we're going to hide and just go play VR by ourselves for a little while.
They're secretly like actually taking over soldiers' bodies and fucking shit up.
Yeah, but they're so good they're cracked at video games.
Yeah.
So they're just like,
honestly, that is
everyone down.
That's kind of like, I'm not saying, it's kind of like, Avatar, where he's just like,
a little bit, yeah.
I'm disabled, I'm just going to go become a blue dude.
Yeah.
That's kind of sweet. I was yesterday at work. I don't know, my boss was playing like his chill music that one of his buddy like plays when he plays like Rocket League or something like that. So there's no lyrics, just like almost like what synthwave is?
Yeah.
Almost like synthwave. And I was sitting there and I was just like, I was like, how does Holden write a movie? So I was like, all right, music, I'm going to try to write a movie in my head. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I physically was like, this sun is right in this eye, and it's going to fucking piss me off if it keeps going right
Shift
into
a little
it.
bit.
I'm shifting.
Yeah.
But I was like, I seriously just have like no clue how you do it. Like I was like, all right, like I want a female protagonist. And it was like
you love the female protagonist.
It was a female protagonist.
You love that shit.
I was like, female protagonist. I was like, this music. It would put me in like a cyberpunk type world. I was like, all right, she's a badass assassin. Mm-hmm. She's sweet as fuck.
Right.
That's about as far as I got.
Well, what's her problem?
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't figure out what I wanted it to be about.
What genre did you want it to be in?
Like an action. I was thinking like an action movie, just like some sweet ass action movie. But that's what I was like. No, I was seriously like, I have no idea like how to make a problem, if that makes sense. That was the hardest part for me. It was like I built the world. Yeah. Like the world was in my head. I had some like sweet ass like the rich. Every rich person is actually a robot. Because
there you go. There's more. Now I can work with this.
Every rich person is a robot because they have the money to transfer their consciousness into it so they can live forever.
Okay.
But like poor people are just regular humans, and then you have like middle class, and like they can put stuff like.
What class is your protagonist in?
That's what I'm saying. Is I think I want her to be born in a poor class, but she was taken by a high class, but she wasn't turned into a robot. She was like, I don't know.
So she's a human among robots.
Yeah, but she has like her body's like amplified with. Like modifications.
She's a bit of a cyborg.
Yeah, exactly. She's like a cyborg. So she's like half and half. So she understands the struggle of being like a human.
Yeah.
But she also like she was taken by a higher family.
What's going on with the middle class? Are they cyborgs like that?
I'm thinking that's what I was thinking is like I'm thinking soldiers I kind of want to be robots because that just makes sense.
Yeah. You
have them as robots. The middle class, I'm kind of thinking I want the middle class to be like I'm trying to think of like what's the word for this? Like mercs. They're almost like mercs. Like they just do stuff for like jobs and money. So the only reason the middle class do anything is like the middle class is all bounty hunters, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So you have rich robots, middle class. They get money from the rich because they're doing stuff for them.
What about this? Maybe she was poor, taken in by a rich family. Mm-hmm. She rebels against them, joins the middle class to become a merc. Then her assignment is her rich upper class family. She has to kill them. And in the process, she has to enlist the poor people.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like my first like original thought also was more of like she's some badass cyborg ninja bitch that's like sweet as fuck. Mm-hmm. And like she's like doing her job and she's just realizing how terrible of a person she is, so she's just like breaking as a person.
Yeah.
But then like she gets pregnant and now she's like, oh, I'm gonna have a kid. So now she has to like, but she's not allowed to. Mm-hmm. So she has to hide the fact that she's pregnant and she wants this child while continuing to do her jobs. But it's like I'm thinking it's like a super futuristic, so she doesn't have to look pregnant.
Yeah, she doesn't show pregnancy.
Yeah, she doesn't show pregnancy. It's nothing like that. Like she's just pregnant.
Yeah.
So like I was thinking like last scene is she's happy with herself, but she dies giving birth. Like she dies, she's being attacked. She gets her job done, but she takes injuries. She's gonna die, so she's like, I gotta get this child out.
Right.
But she dies, but she's happy that she had the child and she fulfilled. Like she's like, I'm a better person now.
Yeah, that would work.
I don't know. I was just like, I was trying to write a movie, and I was like, this is not easy.
You have to find your world that you want to be in.
Yeah.
I start usually with a character.
That's what I'm saying.
And then I'm like, where does this character fit in? What world do they fit into? And because like, if you have a character who's like depressed, or a character who's like that, where she's like modified, or like I had that vicious cowboy outlaw character, and I was like, yeah, I have to give him. He can't just be like a vicious guy, otherwise people won't root for him. There has to be reasons behind it. So like, oh, he's the son of a wealthy senator, and he's rebelling against the system. Mm-hmm. It's like you find your character, then you find your world, and then you build the story around that.
Yeah. I think I did mine like you did character. I think I started with the world.
That's fine, dude. You can do world first, too.
I think I'm more interested in building worlds than I am characters.
Probably. I think worlds are the more interesting part of it.
Yeah, well, because you can do so much with it.
Yeah. I get really into characters, but, like, I do enjoy building the world.
The world that it's in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, characters are essential, but I mean, characters are formed by the world.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Like,
but the characters also form the world around them.
Yeah.
So
it works both ways, but
yeah,
I was saying, like, I was just in the mood. I was like, I want to see how this. I want to try to do this. Like, I've done it before, but I was never like, let's start like
yeah.
Like I've done, like I did the one for class. I was like a short.
Yeah.
Film. I didn't need to go anywhere with that. I didn't need to have any big thing. And I was like, so that was kind of easy. But trying to make a featured film in your head is fucking insane.
Are you thinking about trying to write your own feature?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I just don't know where I want to go. I don't know how I want to start. I think a cyberpunk world would be cool to do it in. Yeah. Because, like, that's the type of shit, like, I feel like I know most about, if that makes sense. Like, I could build a world the best. Yeah. In, like, a futuristic world. But I have no clue what I want my protagonist, what my problem. I
think the assassin, like the merc angle is cool.
I like it. I think having like just like a plain 3-class system of you're either top, middle, or bottom. Yeah.
The only thing, you got to give them something different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
got to give them something original.
Mm-hmm. And that's my problem. I don't... Like, I think of something and I'm like, that's already done. Yeah. That's already done. That's already done.
What if she was born rich, but they abandoned her, or her family was killed by the middle class, or something, like her family was killed by mercs, so she's a robot that's adopted by the poors. And now she's like figuring out, like, she doesn't even know she's a robot, really. She doesn't know that she's like this, like a part of the wealthy establishment.
You don't know what Apex is, do you?
The game? I know what it is. I never played it.
There's a character, and his name is Revenant, and basically what they did is he's a robot. He's a fucking robot. But what they did is they implemented a chip, and it makes him think that he's human. So when he looks in a mirror, he sees a human person. Yeah.
Well, this is like, I was imagining these are robots that look human in your world. Like, the rich still look human, but they're not. Yeah. And so she's just raised as like a person.
As like, just like a regular...
Yeah, so she sees herself as a person. She has no reason to think that she wouldn't be a person. She doesn't even really know what the robots look like. No one really does, because they just look like regular people. Like you just know that they aren't because of their wealth. Yeah.
Got a lot to think about.
Yeah. That's fun. It's right.
It is. That's fun. What I'm saying is, I was just fucking up dishes, dude. I was cleaning pizza sauce off of fucking shit, and I was like, I'm not doing anything. Like, half the time, I'll watch a show, I'll listen to music, and I was just like, well,
I'm gonna watch that.
The Trump thing.
Yeah, that looks good. Keep going.
I was just like, well, I'm gonna try to do this in my head. It is, honestly, I do understand why people say write it down. Like, make notes, write it down. Yes. Like, because you can't keep all that shit. No. I was like trying to separate it.
Usually I'm usually able to remember all of it just by writing a couple of sentences down. I'm just like,
it just jogs your memory.
Yeah, that's all you need, is just enough to be like, oh, that's right, I was doing this.
Okay. Yeah. Nah, I was just like, this is...
I'll help you out if you want, wherever you need help.
Dialogue would be probably... I think, as I said, like, I think I
can write some nasty dialogue.
I think I can build the world. I think I can build the story.
Yeah.
I don't know how I can tell the story.
Yeah. I can do that. I can help you out.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'll be your co-writer. We got to finish our comedy movie too.
Yeah, no, the thing is, I think we will. Yeah. But I'm trying to let you focus on the one that you're doing.
Yeah.
Because that one's big, and you're almost done.
It's big, and I'm almost done, and I would like to send it to an agent the minute it's done.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, is I'm not trying to put too much in your head.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you focus on that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I don't, like, if my head from trying to create a movie had 1,000 minds. Like, I'm like, had 1,000 thoughts running through my head. Yeah. And you have 10 movies in your head.
Yeah, I have so many movies in my head, and I come up with a new one like every day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Like, I don't think in depth to shit like that.
Well, I just daydream. I don't do much, so I just daydream. And at work, like when I was working at the hospital, just cleaning floors.
Yeah, you're just
I'm just thinking about movies the whole time.
Yeah. This is a weird commercial.
Yeah, this is very odd.
I don't like this.
I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that he ran through that little worm thing.
Hey.
Then straight into a seafood commercial. What is Long John Silver? Is that even, how is that still a thing?
I don't know. I thought all Long Johns had to be like with a Taco Bell at some point.
I don't know.
Because I've only ever seen a Long John with the Taco Bell up at home.
But I've also been to Taco Bell KFCs. So
I've
is
been to
Taco
that
Bell
too.
just integrated into whatever?
Or is stuff integrated into Taco Bell?
Yeah. I don't know what the deal is.
Well, what
with
is
that.
the thing does Taco Bell own that stuff, or do they just like, hey?
Taco Bell might own it.
I have no clue.
I've seen a couple of standalone Long John Silvers down here.
Really?
Yeah. I've never been
They
into a Long
popping?
John Silvers.
No way they're popping at all.
There's like one car in the drive-thru and maybe like a couple people inside.
Ooh.
It's more than an Arby's. It looks like more than an Arby's.
I don't
they're
mind.
still in business.
I like Arby's fries. Arby's got some pretty cool fries.
Arby's beef and cheddar's not too bad.
I used to get like their buffalo chicken like biscuits that they had. Oh my god.
I am kind of sad that Red Lobster is gone just for the biscuits.
Is Red Lobster really out of business?
Yeah, they're done.
Seriously?
Yeah. They might have like a couple of locations here and there, but
One up.
it's gone.
Really?
Yeah, it's gone. I drove by it. It's done.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. They fucked themselves. They literally, it was the all-you-can-eat shrimp.
Oh,
It was the all-you-can-eat shrimp promotion made them bankrupt. They like could not pay anymore for shrimp. And they did something, like they got like a new conglomerate owner.
Uh-huh.
And the new CEO is basically, so like most chain restaurants are technically real estate companies.
Mm-hmm.
And they buy land and then enforce what goes on that land in the contract. So like McDonald's is technically a real estate company. They're like, so basically they sell the land. They rent the land to you, but you have to have a McDonald's
on top of it.
and you have to serve their things.
Mm-hmm.
And what Red Lobster did was something where like they stopped renting the land, and it was just like, you're gonna rent the building instead of the land. So they did something with the land where it was like they weren't.
Why are we changing shit?
I don't know. They fucked up the model of the real estate of Red Lobster, and
so they
went
just
bankrupt.
deserve it. Yeah,
Yes,
they deserve it.
They 100% deserve it. Yes,
Fair enough.
they did it to them. They dug their own grave.
Honestly, they should just make those biscuits and sell them at stores.
You can get them in stores. I don't know if you can anymore because the company's gone.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
You could for
Just get those.
a while get them in stores. They're fucking amazing.
I really think I only ever went to Red Lobster like 4 times.
Yeah, probably about the same.
I don't. It kind of was expensive. The only thing I did like is seeing the lobsters in the tank.
Yeah,
And then you come out and they just grab one.
yeah. But I've had those biscuits. I've had them store bought too.
Are they as good as they are?
They're
in
pretty
store?
good. Yeah, they're pretty fucking good.
You might have to go to try to get some before
Yeah,
they're.
I mean it's just butter and cheese. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, but I mean, what else could you ask for on a
Yeah.
biscuit?
What are your thoughts on this Zelensky meeting with Trump?
I don't know. I think they both came in closed-minded. I think honestly, I do think Trump is right.
I do too.
I think that we're trying to stop this bullshit,
Yeah,
and he's just like,
yeah.
no.
Trump's basically saying like, "Hey, we're kind of done paying for this.
Yeah.
So no more."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, we have to," and he's like, "No, we don't."
I think that's what he's saying. It's kind of strange. Is he really is like trying to tell Trump, you have to pay me.
Yeah,
You have to pay me.
yeah.
But as you just said,
And Zelensky
don't.
has kind of been like, and he's kind of been fucked this whole time. Like, I know people want to be like, he's a brave leader or whatever, but he's kind of like just not doing a great job. He's just keeps spending money. I see he's out of the country more than he's in the country.
no, he's not being a great leader. Like
No.
people
All
can
he
say
does
all
is-
you want.
All he does is try to guilt trip America for more stuff.
Yeah, people can say all you want. He's a great leader.
Yeah.
He's not. He's not.
He's just not.
The fact that you're asking another country to completely fund a war for you,
Yeah.
that's just right there is fucking stupid.
And look, like, honestly, too, like, the whole, like, Russia went into that unprovoked is crazy. They were provoked.
Yeah.
We tried to get Ukraine to join NATO.
Yeah.
That was agreed upon decades ago that would never happen. And Ukraine signed off on that. Mm-hmm. They were like, yeah, we won't join. It's fine. That was their... And there was actually a few other countries before Ukraine. So it was like a bunch of Eastern European countries that were like, they are not allowed to join NATO. And then they all joined NATO. And Russia was like, okay, but really do not touch fucking Ukraine. And then we touched Ukraine, and then they came in. And it was like, that. What did you think was going to happen?
I don't think people thought Russia was actually... I think the thing is that we took all those other countries.
Yeah,
they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, why don't we just...
But
we'll get one more.
You poke the bear enough.
Yeah, no, exactly. You poke the bear's gonna...
You can't be doing that. Leave it alone. And, like, I get it. Like, Ukraine is like... That's the other weird thing. Obviously, the only reason we did this is because we want the minerals out of Ukraine.
We
don't care about the Ukrainian people.
No. Fuck no.
The U.S. government doesn't give a fuck about the Ukrainian people. They want the minerals and the breadbasket of Europe. That's all they want.
They don't care about the citizens that live in the country.
Nah, they don't give a fuck.
They're not going to care about a country that is fucking across the ocean.
That's true, too. That's true, too. They don't care about the people affected by fires or hurricanes here, but they'll send billions of dollars to Ukraine, and they don't care about those people either. They just want the stuff.
No. Yeah. No, exactly. Well, and your leader, like, exactly, and Ukraine... Their government isn't helping them.
Yeah. And minerals that, deep earth minerals weren't even Russia's bag. Like, they weren't even trying to get that. They're oil guys. They have oil deposits in Russia. That's what they do.
I said we went too far.
Way too far.
It really is. We're just like, how far can we go until Russia does something? And then when they actually do something, we're like, oh no. Yeah. Oh no.
And then white chicks with blue hair are like, how dare they fight back now?
How dare we not send money to that country for them to not even use it on that war?
Yeah. And listen, I'm not a big Putin fan, and I'm not like a Russia apologist, but I am one to call out bullshit.
We did it, yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can't say that we didn't do anything to start the war. Because we did everything to start the war.
Yeah. We 100% did it, and now we're just funding it. And, like, people who are like, we're not at war, we're just funding it. And we're just, like, helping them pay for it. It's like, that's us at war. We're funding it. That's us at war. Ukraine would have been done by now without us. So that is us at war.
How long has this been going on now?
5 years.
Yeah. Dude, they would have been done within, 6 months.
Yeah.
We're the only reason that Ukraine, honestly, is still where it is right now.
Yeah.
And that's because I don't even know how much money we've given at this point.
Billions.
Yeah.
Hundreds of billions.
I would say it's probably close to maybe even $1 trillion.
It might be close.
It might be close to $1 trillion.
But the other thing that's weird, too, is nobody really researches Ukraine's government. They're like, most of their GDP is based off of scamming. Mm-hmm. They're also a wildly corrupt government. Like, their people are destitute, and the government has a lot of money. They're basically run by oligarchs. And most of their cabinet is Nazis. They're like almost all Nazis.
And we just allow this country to exist.
Yeah, there's actually a picture of Kamala Harris shaking hands with a guy who, if you go to like another picture of him, he has like SS tattoos, swastika tattoos all over him. And Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are shaking his hand. And it's not even, like, they've given medals to Nazis in Ukraine. Like, we've given medals to them. And they're Nazis. Which shows they don't really give a fuck about any of the morals. They just care about the stuff they can get. That's all they care about.
Yeah, they're going to get what they want.
Yeah.
However they do it.
And
it doesn't
look,
matter.
This is a good play. As an American, it's kind of a good play. I get it. It's the same play that we did in the Middle East. Where now, all of a sudden, we're going to take over the reconstruction of Gaza. Mark my words, we're going to take over the reconstruction of Ukraine. We're going to go into the peace deals with Russia. That's what all of this is about. It's not about winning any kind of ethical battle. It's just about...
We're going to put a place where someone can have fun.
We're going to go in there, we're going to take all of the stuff, not give anything to the people, and then we're going to give that, and then we're just going to put in things for tourists. Mm-hmm. That's what we do. That's what we're kind of good at.
Well, yeah, and then we're just gonna, as you said, we're gonna take the minerals.
We're kind of like Red Lobster. We're kind of like a Red Lobster real estate company, and then eventually we're gonna go broke on all-you-can-eat shrimp in Gaza.
That doesn't sound so bad, though.
It doesn't sound that bad if that's how the empire falls. If the empire falls over all-you-can-eat shrimp in Gaza made by Hamas, that's not terrible. It's not the worst it could be.
We won't be around for that.
No, that'll be way down the road.
Imagine reading that in history books. In the United States of America.
Yeah.
What was the reason it fell? All you can eat shrimp.
All you can eat shrimp. Obviously, all you can eat shrimp.
Oh, dude.
No, you had a president who fucked around. That's really what, like, I feel like that's when history teachers talk about Trump in the future, or Biden, they're just going to be like, yeah, we kind of fucked around for like 10 years. We just fucked around. We didn't really have a plan.
We kind of just did shit, and it kind of led to where we are.
Yeah. We kind of just went after it. We just got after it. And we let this, like, weird kind of autistic tech guy kind of just have a weird role that no one really knows what he's doing. But we don't like it that much.
History books are going to be so weird around this time.
Yeah, they're going to be odd.
From, like, 2000 to... I'm going to say, like, 20...
Well, it starts off with a bang. 9/11.
Yeah, dude.
Starts off with a bang.
That's what I'm... Like, that's fucking crazy. Starting off 2001, we got 9/11.
Yep. Then a war in the Middle East for years and years and years and years. 2 decades, really. And then, I mean, still going. It's still going. The iPhone.
Everything. Like, it's the history books are just going to be
the Popeyes
so
chicken
much
sandwich. That's at least a 2-pager. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild book, and they're not even gonna talk about like the Sudan Civil War.
Mm-mm.
They're not gonna talk about the war in the Congo.
Mm-mm.
They're not gonna talk about the enslavement of the Uyghur Muslims in China. It's not gonna talk about that.
The thing is, like, you can't. Especially like when you're trying, like, you can teach kids about it, like maybe like you can mention something, but they gotta go do their own research.
Yeah.
The thing is like if you put something like that inside of a history book, it's super one-sided, and there's nothing you can really do about it.
I guess, but you could literally just be like, yeah, China literally has put Muslims into camps. You think Jews are being mean to Muslims? Go look at what China is doing to the Uyghur Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
They are in legitimate camps.
Dude, if you're not Chinese and you're in China.
These are Chinese. These are Chinese Muslims. They're Chinese.
I wouldn't think they were Chinese Muslims. I thought they were just Muslims from outside.
No, they're just Chinese people that are Muslim.
Interesting.
Even Muslims know you don't go to China.
Yeah.
They'll go to France, but
You
no.
don't go to China. You just don't go to China if you're not from China.
I'd love to go to China, but I'm too scared. I would never go.
I don't think you...
I mean, I'll go when they fall. They're gonna fall.
I don't know. What even is, like, the safest, like, city to go to China in? Like, as a
I mean, probably Hong Kong. Because that's, like, kind of a people's republic.
Yeah.
But, like, at the same time, maybe not, because at any point China could just be like, I want that back. They do that a lot. China kind of goes in there and they're like, we want it. And then they're like, mm-mm. So Hong Kong's weird. It's kind of like an independent city, but not at the same time. But probably Hong Kong. But I wouldn't go to Taiwan either, because China any day now is going to be like, I'm taking that back. I want that. I think once we take the Panama Canal, they're going to go take Taiwan. That's kind of how it's going to work. But then we do have to go to war for Taiwan. That's kind of that is kind of the deal. We're going to fight China at some point. We're going to war with China.
Yeah, that's inevitable. Like, yeah. I think if you say we aren't,
yeah, and I don't want this. We don't want to go to war with China.
The thing is, like, it'll just be a long war.
Yeah, it'll be a very long war. It'll be a very techie war.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of hacking into stuff. They're going to get into our stuff. We're going to get into their stuff.
Yeah, really be who can cause, like, the most chaos within the other country.
But apparently they're ahead of us now in AI, which is not great.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Yeah. I just don't think that, like America, yeah, we're techie, but we don't focus towards that. Like, we're not...
Well... If what I'm hearing is right from guests on Joe Rogan and other articles. We're way more advanced than them in like every sense except for AI.
But AI is huge.
Yeah.
Like the whole
That's where they're beating us right now.
The whole point of trying to advance AI is so that they can do stuff faster than we can.
Yeah.
And so we don't have to do that.
But like apparently, like, you know how we hear a lot about like, oh, China hacked into the power grid, they hacked into this, hacked into that. The fact that we even know about it apparently is a problem. Like, we're good enough, I guess, that we do it all the time and they just don't even know. Or they do and they're too afraid to tell their people
that we're doing it.
Yeah, but like the fact that the average person knows that they just like hack into the power grid is like, yeah, they're not that good at it.
So like they can get into it, but they're not like they can't hide their evidence, basically.
Yeah, they can't hide
hiding
anything,
evidence of them,
and we're able to combat it pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's still a problem them getting in though, because like eventually it's gonna be they get in.
But there is a theory that we're letting them in.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the thing is like when you get into someone else's, you're creating a line to your own.
Yeah, we kind of Trojan horse them.
Yeah.
That's apparently that's the theory, is that we Trojan horse them pretty often.
Again, the American government does not give a shit about you allowing the Chinese to just get into your information. It's
crazy to think like too, like we vote on all of this stuff, but the deep state does whatever they want. We have no control over that. There's no votable positions in the deep state. No. And there's agencies we don't even know exist. Like you've heard of the CIA, which means they're not that secretive. They're pretty secretive, but that's not even the most secret one because we've heard of them.
Exactly. Like we probably haven't. There's probably at least, I would say, 3 or 4 different organizations.
Oh, there's so many
that we have no clue about.
It's fucking insane.
I bet there's a bigger organization than the CIA that runs the CIA.
There's definitely one. I think this is my theory. There's definitely an organization running the entire world.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know who's in it. We might know the people who are in it, but we don't know the organization they're a part of. You know what I mean? Like Musk might be part of it. Zuckerberg might be. Like I bet they're like somewhat public figures. Like there's no way to get that powerful and successful without being somewhat public, I think.
Yeah.
But like I feel like there is somebody kind of coordinating in Russia and the U.S. where they're just like, these motherfuckers, they're so stupid. We're doing this whole thing by ourselves. There's probably like a few people in each country, I feel like, coordinating everything. Just like, all right, in 2026, China, you're going to take Taiwan. We're going to take the Panama Canal. We'll just do that little trade. Then we'll do this. Then we'll do that. And it's just what works out for them at the moment.
That's kind of a cool theory.
Yeah. Good movie again. That is kind of New World Order. That is New World Order stuff. Clinton. I know about you. Clinton.
You're not hiding anything from us.
Yeah. No, but the government does fuck shit all the time. Jeffrey Epstein was a CIA informant.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
People just need to read this stuff. Like that's the thing is I think people just don't read like they just don't read.
Well, in the second you call it a conspiracy theory, they write it off. But when there's enough evidence, it's not so much a conspiracy theory, and it's just like, this is a very real possibility that you should consider. Like Bigfoot, that's a conspiracy theory.
There's no evidence. There's not enough evidence.
No. But, you know, JFK, obviously.
He was murdered.
He was CIA.
Planned.
And then
they knew it.
Is it not weird that then Nixon has kind of a freak out over the JFK thing? There's like audio files of Nixon being like, they killed him. He freaks out. That's what like that was a big point of his paranoia, was Nixon realizing that the CIA must have killed John F. Kennedy. And then they take him off. Like he gets impeached. I don't think Watergate seems like there's like a growing evidence now that Watergate, he really actually didn't have much to do with it. And it was literally, the whole plan was to get caught so that he would be impeached. And then when he was impeached, they put Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford was his VP. You know what committee Gerald Ford was on? He was on the Warren Committee, which was the committee to look into JFK's assassination.
So he just put it under the table.
Yeah. So they put in a guy who agreed that it was a lone shooter. They made him the president. And then didn't make any effort to reelect him. If this is a guy you actually want to be president, you make an effort to reelect him. They put no effort into reelecting him. They didn't care.
And people still say that's like it's...
Yeah, they say like that has nothing. That's just a bunch of coincidence.
That just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like that's... Like the fact that they just like completely deny it. Like I understand if you're like, yeah, that's a possibility, but you know, I'm going to believe this. But you still accept that that's a possibility.
Yeah.
No, it's the people who are like, that's not true. Can't do that.
Exactly.
Like
It's kind of gross.
It doesn't make any sense.
It makes me lose respect for people when they can't.
I really don't think
like
that people realize how corrupt just like everyone is.
Yeah.
Like I think people have too much trust in humanity as
Yeah.
like as a whole. And I mean like yeah, like I guess that's good to have like you trust humanity, but you can't. You fucking can't, dude. Like,
anyone in high level politics is an extremely skilled liar.
Yeah.
Like
they lie all the time.
Yeah, and they're extremely skilled at doing things behind the scenes. Like really, I feel like we know 10% of what actually happens.
Yeah.
And the rest of it is stuff that like I don't think we even want to know really. Like if they told us, I don't think it would benefit any of us because they're going to do it anyway.
Well, and the thing is like if they told us, a lot of people would start some shit.
Yeah.
They can't.
I don't think government was ever meant to go on this long.
I think a government is meant to fall.
Yeah, well, I just mean in terms of like the actual institution of government seems outdated. Like I just don't think it was meant to go. Like I don't think we were meant to have governments for this long. Like we've had governments really since like fucking Mesopotamia.
Yeah, you had like your king or your ruler.
Yeah, I just don't think governments are something that we really need anymore. All they do really is like do stuff for each other. They just do stuff for other government people. They don't do anything for us.
No, we're the last thought in any politician's head.
Yeah,
the people are the last thought in every politician's head, and like even though like it says we the people, like it's
and the people who are like, well, what about when they like do that, like when they legalize stuff and give us this, and it's like that's only to distract you from the other things they're doing.
Yeah, well, I think that's what they do is they genuinely are like, let's make a big problem that everyone's going to talk about for the next 5. Let's make a war that everyone's going to talk about for the next 5 years. While we can secretly do all of this bullshit, and they won't.
Like at the same time that Obama legalized gay marriage, he bombed the shit out of the Middle East.
Yeah,
and built cages.
Yep.
For immigrants. But everyone was talking about gay marriage. They weren't talking about the cages being built for immigrants. Then when Trump comes in,
and then he literally shows people the cages.
Yeah.
But no, everyone blames him for those. They think that those were his.
No, Obama built those. Yeah. Obama deported more people than Trump ever did.
Yeah. No, I know that. Yeah. I don't know. That's just people are fucking stupid.
Yeah, and he bombed the shit out of many countries.
We were like I said, like we were in war during that time.
He bombed one city. Let me look this up. He bombed a city in, I want to say Europe. What city did?
Because I know we were heavily in Iraq during his time still. Like that didn't finish until Trump came in.
Let's see, what did he bomb? He bombed in Pakistan, Libya, Yemen, Somalia. Yeah, why are we bombing Somalia? That's interesting. Iraq, Syria. No, there was a different country. I don't know. I'll find it later. But yeah, he bombed the shit out of some of these places. And it was like not really necessary to bomb those cities.
But I think everyone's... I'm not saying like every president has done that, but I think it's kind of like a simple answer for some of their problems that they have.
Yeah, just bomb it.
Yeah. That's got to be crazy as a president. They're like, you know, there's just bomb it.
Obama dropped 20,000 bombs in his time as president.
Like, that's a rough estimate.
Yeah. That's a lot of bombs.
Yeah, there's a lot of gunpowder. There's a lot of...
Yeah, those are the 7 countries. Afghanistan, Pakistan, Yemen, Somalia, Libya, Syria, Iraq. Which, good places to bomb, I guess, but...
Yeah, they all kind of have pieces of shit in them.
Yeah, they do have a lot of pieces of shit. But that's interesting, too, to, like, bomb terrorists. It's like they don't live there. They don't give a fuck about that place. Like, in past wars, like, you bomb in Vietnam or you bomb... like England or France or Germany.
Well, because they live there, yeah.
Yeah, those people live there. The terrorists don't live there. Oh, more about Epstein. I did see they were hiding a lot of Epstein stuff.
Mm-hmm. There's still there's still some stuff that are being released, right? Like some of the lists are still coming out.
They got rid of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the stuff they were supposed to release apparently is gone. That's the problem. They lost it.
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up on it. But,
the guy who ran arguably the biggest blackmail ring to ever exist, and they don't have any of the information.
How the fuck do you just do that?
I don't know. They did it though.
Like I understand like how you do it. Like you tell the public it's gone.
Yeah.
But how the fuck do they just do that and we can't do anything about it?
Because we can't do anything about it.
That's
what
insane.
What are we gonna do? You know what I mean? We're not gonna do anything. They know we're not gonna do anything.
Well, we can't because then it's like treason. If you try it's treason if you try to do anything.
Yeah.
And then they can kill you.
Yeah. They know we have no options, so they're just gonna do it. It's basically like when a parent like lies to their kid.
And that because I said so.
Yeah, well, they're going to be upset for a little while, but they'll forget about it. Mm-hmm. We'll do something else, and they'll forget about it, and they'll move on to that.
Yeah.
And they're right. They're right.
That's... people are going to be so mad. Like, people are so mad.
Yeah, see? Head of FBI, New York Division, forced to retire after telling agents he was prepared to dig in. He was going to investigate. They were like, nope, you're not, actually. Goodbye. Yeah, it's gross.
There's a lot. There's a lot that's happening that we don't know about.
Yeah. It's kind of fun. It's kind of funny. Trump Gaza is funny. That was very funny. That AI video he put out, that was funny. I liked it.
It's hilarious. We need more AI videos. The only problem is like people are genuinely stupid enough to fucking think it's real. And that's what's sad. It's like we can't just put out AI videos and people are like, haha, that's funny. AI.
I like that, though, because we were all thinking, I feel like in our imagination, like Trump's going to turn into the Vegas Strip or whatever.
Yeah.
He's literally like, yeah, we are. That's going to be cool, huh? And we're like, not really. Don't do that. That was kind of jokes. We didn't want you to do that, but he's already doing it.
Because he's a fun guy, dude.
He is fun.
I really don't think... Like, I think he cares... Like I think he cares genuinely about the country, and like where we're at. But at the same time, I think he's really just like he's another bro.
Yeah, I will like say what you will about Trump. I think he is legitimately one of the few people who is genuinely doing something, not even for the people, but at least for himself, which is different. Like I feel like all the past presidents for a while have just been like, I'm doing this for this agency. I'm just like they're just kind of puppets. You can say whatever you want. This guy's not a puppet. He's not a puppet. He might be misguided and oafish, but he's not a puppet.
Oh, I think his own party is scared of him. I think
they're way scared.
I think the Republicans are scared of Trump.
Yeah,
even though, like that's where he's sitting. Because I think they know like he can go off the rails whenever he needs to.
Yeah,
and he's gonna say shit that he needs to say. He's gonna do shit that he needs to do.
And this Musk stuff, by the way, where people are like, he has too much power, he's literally just a scapegoat. The second shit goes truly wrong...
It's Musk's fault.
Yeah, he's going to throw Musk under the bus. All of this is just, I'm going to throw Elon Musk under the bus and take all the credit and none of the blame.
Which sucks.
Trump is like a political genius. As much as people don't like him, and as much as like I'm not the biggest fan of him. I know this show might not reflect that, but... he is a political genius in that sense.
Well, yeah, it's the same. It's like any war general that fought for the wrong side. It's like,
yeah,
they were a terrible person.
Yeah,
but what they did they kind of did it awesome.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, it worked for a reason. They got as far as they did because they were kind of a piece of shit.
You're not. That's the other thing. Like, all these people. I keep seeing these videos of like these young like Gen Z people now who are like getting into politics because you can be a congressperson at like 25 or something, and they're like, I'm gonna do this, like for me, for my friends, like for this, and I'm like, well, give yourself a year in there, and then you'll realize no one's gonna give a fuck that you want to help your friends or that you want to help your people that you're representing. They don't care.
They care about themselves.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make deals, and you're gonna get corrupted real quick, or you're gonna have no career. Mm-hmm. You don't get a career in politics as a normal person. It just doesn't happen.
No, you need to be a you need to be a manipulative piece of shit.
Yes. You have to be an awful human being.
Everything that we see is a farce. The fact that like they all like look like they hate each other, they don't.
They don't. They're all friends.
They're all friends, and they're all secretly working together so that they can be rich as fuck.
Yeah. And even the ones who aren't friends, they're still going to work together.
Yeah, they're still going to yeah. People don't see that.
No.
That's the thing is people don't want to look behind the curtain. The curtain is right there for them to just go like this. Yeah. And they're like, no, I'd rather stay on this side.
That's the way I look at politics. I don't even look at politics as like, this needs to be fixed for this reason. It's like, it's not going to be. I just think it's entertaining. It's just entertaining to look at.
Yes. As a regular, everyday person, you can't do anything about it.
No.
You never will.
And it's also not going to affect me that much. Unless there's a war in our country, it's not really going to affect me that much.
Yeah, gas is going to go up. Food's going to go up.
Yeah, but it'll come back down.
That's the saying. Whenever it goes up,
yeah, it's going to
come back down.
It's going to come back down. It might be a while, but it will. That's how it always goes. It goes up, then it comes down, then it goes up, then it comes down. It always comes down also around election times because that president wants to be able to take credit for prices being down.
Yep.
That's why everyone was like, prices were going down under Biden. And it was like, yeah, for fucking 4 months before an election. That's the only reason they were going down is because he wanted to be reelected. Mm-hmm. It's very stupid. That's why it didn't work with Kamala, because they tried being like, yeah, but under Biden it was going down. And then Kamala spent the whole time being like, I don't have any say in the administration. And then it was like, what? You can't do both. You can't take credit and say you have no say.
Yeah.
You got to choose one or the other. The only one who could probably pull that off is Donald Trump. Because he would feel, he'd be like, I have no say, but they'd be even lower if I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would. I mean, honestly, that's how Kamala should have played it. Be like, I have no say, but I would make it even lower if I did.
Yeah.
Even
the way CNN does this, since returning to power, they keep saying he's in power, which is like ominous and like seems dark. But like when Biden was in office, they were just like, since attaining the presidency, or since rising to the presidency. They keep saying like he's risen in his power. His power has grown. It's like anytime you say power, people are automatically like, that's kind of yucky. That's gross.
Well, they're like, that's a dictator.
Yeah.
Power is what's the word? I don't know. They go hand in hand. Power and dictator go hand in hand.
Power is not a word that you usually hear about a benevolent person. It always has something to do with control and totalitarianism.
Hmm. Well, that's CNN though. Like, I don't know. I fucking hate CNN. I hate watching CNN. It's like I don't. That's why I don't. I like
their format the most though, which sucks. Fox News feels like you're watching like middle school production. MSNBC is too liberal, and like CNN has the best production, so I like it. But they also do shit like this.
Getting news is just kind of hard, in my opinion.
It is pretty hard.
It's hard to get news nowadays.
You can really only get like actual news from podcasting, which is sad.
Or different countries that have an look from outside.
That's true. BBC is pretty good.
Yeah, because I mean they're our closest.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're our bros.
They are kind of our bros. There's not even like a thought that the UK might rebel.
I don't think.
Canada, dude. They need to shut the fuck up.
They're saying like they're gonna rebel, but they ain't gonna do anything.
You're not gonna do shit.
You really
You're not gonna do shit. Who are you gonna enlist to help you? No one wants to help you.
Everyone's too nice. You literally said it yourself. You said everyone here is nice.
Well, it's also like it's literally like that South Park episode. Remember that South Park episode, Canada on Strike?
Yeah,
and like no one noticed.
That was fucking.
We wouldn't fucking notice.
They don't do anything.
No. What do you do that we can't do ourselves?
Y'all just chill up there in the cold as fuck weather and.
Yeah, everything we get from them is us throwing them a bone. Yeah. We don't need any of it. We can do all of it here.
Yeah. What does Canada fucking do for this world?
See. What are Canada's main exports? Let's look into that.
What do they do for us?
What are?
Because it really does just seem like it's like looking at it. I've never even thought about that. Like Canada kind of just doesn't do anything.
They do energy, vehicles, consumer goods, and minerals. Minerals, metals, and non-metal mineral. We can do that. Coal, we do that. Pearls, precious stones, metal coins, we can do that. Other exports, machinery, nuclear reactors, boy, we do that. Potassium chloride, we do that. Gold, we do that. Yeah, we get 76% of their total exports. China received 4.5. The UK received 2.6. Ontario and Alberta are the top exporting provinces, accounting for 60% of overall exports. And Ontario kind of wants us to go get them. Ontario's been presenting to us. Canada exports gold, nickel, aluminum, copper, and iron. We have all of that. Key buyers are U.S., China, and Japan. Let's see. Let's look up. Is Canada and
you should look up what would happen if Canada falls. Like if Canada was gone, what would happen to this world?
Yeah, I'm looking at. Is Canada an essential? Let's see. Is Canada an important country?
Because I really doesn't seem like they are. North Korea.
It says they're literally just there for keeping the peace. They're a founding member of NATO or of the United Nations, active in many of its agencies. Canada is a leader in the Commonwealth and, I don't know, some French bullshit. I don't know. Fuck them. Fuck the frogs. Strong advocate for human rights and committed to reducing poverty. Literally all their people are poor now. Yeah, all they do is they just take stuff in. They have oil reserves, but everything up north has oil reserves. Yeah, it's literally just like they're kind of just good at being chill. They're just chill. That's the whole thing. Is Canada's just chill, but we really don't need them.
Yeah, so if we took them, it wouldn't change anything.
No,
we would just have more land.
Yeah,
which we should.
We should take it.
Yeah, that's we should take it.
I kind of want it now. Trudeau has been talking too much shit. I kind of want it.
Canada, they'd be pretty mad, but I don't really think you can be mad.
No, they would chill out eventually.
You know, we would become even more well-traveled people.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, this is it right now.
Yeah.
This is weird, too, to call it a trade war. It's not a war. We don't give a fuck about what you're doing. You care a lot about what we're doing. This is literally Canada. This is South Park, Canada on strike. This dude's a fucking idiot.
I don't know.
I want Greenland. I want Canada. I want all the stuff now. I want the Panama Canal. I like Gulf of America now. I want all of it. I want all the stuff.
We should become an empire. Fuck yeah, bro.
Might as well, dude.
We should just kind of take over everything. Not take over everything, but take over what we should take over, like what we can. All
these people talk shit about like us becoming an empire as if there haven't been many, like thousands of empires before.
We could take Canada. We could take Mexico.
Yeah.
We could take Greenland.
Yeah.
I said we could take the canal.
Yeah.
We would be fucking unstoppable.
We could definitely take South America real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South America, we could probably
have the whole Western Hemisphere.
I think we could have South America in a decade if we started now.
Probably. We could have probably the whole Western Hemisphere within a decade.
Yeah.
And Europe is basically just proxy states of the U.S. Like, they really don't have any power. No European country on its own has any power. They're just proxy states of the U.S. I like that. He pushed him a little bit.
I don't like what he's wearing, dude.
No one likes what he's wearing. Zelensky needs to wear a fucking suit. You're meeting the president to talk about a war. Put a suit on.
Not a jumpsuit. What the fuck are we doing? We're in sweatpants and an athletic long sleeve Under Armour shirt.
And then anytime he's in front of the camera, he just plays the victim. That's all he does is play the victim.
I don't think he just has anything. I don't think he has anything to say. I really don't think he has anything. So he's just like, dude, I'm just gonna make. He
just comes in and he's a bitch ass, bro. I don't like it. But it's fun. It's fun in games. It's not going to affect any of us. We're just doing whatever because why not?
People don't get that, do they? People really don't understand that it's not going to affect us.
No. They think that it really has it makes a difference.
I said the only thing that's going to affect you is war.
Yeah.
If a war happens in the United States, that's the biggest thing that's going to change. Honestly, I really think that's the only change that could drastically happen.
Yeah, probably. But it won't even reach our shores, really. There's not like really even a good chance of that happening ever.
Yeah.
People just need to fucking relax.
Life is going to be the same no matter what we do.
Yeah, it's always going to be chill. It's always going to be pretty chill. Ukraine is not the benevolent, nice guy that you think it is. They're kind of fucked.
So, I guess like should we just let Ukraine go?
Yeah.
Let Russia have them?
No, you can't let them have it. That's the problem now.
But that's the thing is. The thing is that if they don't join NATO and they just go back to what they were before,
that's what's gonna happen.
We're gonna try it again. It's gonna happen again. NATO is gonna be like, let's try to have Ukraine. Like, come on, and then it's another war is gonna happen.
Well,
again.
but that's sort of the point. So while we're over there now, I mean, they haven't said that we're doing this, but I would imagine that we're already taking all their stuff.
I would think
while the war is happening, and then we'll leave for like a decade. We're gonna establish peace between the two. We're gonna be in charge of the rebuilding. That's the big thing. We're gonna be in charge of the rebuilding, and when we do that, we'll take a lot of stuff.
Take a lot more shit.
We're gonna take a lot of stuff, and then we're gonna leave it alone for like 10, 15 years, and then when it's like, we need more stuff, we'll be like, hey, Ukraine, why don't you try this again? And then it'll happen again, and then that's just how it goes.
It should be a cycle.
Yeah, that's how it goes. It's the same thing that's always happened in the Middle East.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we kind of just take all of this shit and then leave.
Whenever we need stuff, we create a war. Then we put ourselves in charge of the rebuilding process. We take all of it. And then we're like, okay, see you in 20 years. And then we come back and we do it again.
Yeah, we're kind of awesome, aren't we?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
We kind of just give what we want when we want it.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
We kind of just dominate every war we start.
Yeah, except for Vietnam. We didn't. Well, I guess we didn't start that.
We didn't even need to be.
No, we didn't need to go there. At all. We only went there actually for heroin. There's a lot of evidence because the CIA funds a lot of their projects because they're outside of the U.S. government. They get no funding from Congress.
Yeah, so they sell drugs.
They use the DEA to raise money through the sale of drugs. The CIA is mostly funded by drugs.
Well, I'm sure every time they make a bust, they just sell the drugs back to whoever they busted it from.
Yes. Pablo Escobar worked for the CIA. That's like almost well established at this point, that Pablo Escobar was essentially just a CIA patsy.
Yeah. He
whether he knew it or not.
He told him everything.
Well, I think it was mainly just like he thought he was a cartel boss, and they were like, yeah, okay, you're just literally selling to us.
Yeah.
And we're selling it to someone else. Like, you're not making that much money compared to what we're making. Same with Slick Rick. Freeway Rick Ross.
Yeah.
He was making a ton of money, and he didn't know he was actually just like...
Just being used by
CIA. He was just being used by the DEA and the CIA and the FBI. And then when they were like, okay, you're not valuable to us anymore, they arrested him and put him in prison.
Also, that's how like they do with art, like music artists and stuff like that. Like that's how I believe like Michael Jackson. I genuinely think he was killed.
Probably.
Like I think that like basically his time was basically running to an end, so they did the tour.
Yeah.
And then like they're basically like, all right, kill him, and then we get all the money for the tour.
Yeah, that's what happened to Jimi Hendrix. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just big companies being like they can make more money off of you if you do this.
Well, Jimi Hendrix's bodyguard wrote a book, and it was about he was going to leave his manager, and his manager owned his masters. And so if Jimi Hendrix left his manager, then he wouldn't make money off of him anymore.
Yeah.
So he killed him or had him killed.
Had him killed so he could.
And then
took his insurance.
Took the insurance, but he still owned the masters in Jimi Hendrix's death. So when Jimi Hendrix was dead, all of the sales of any music forever is now like he owned Jimi Hendrix forever.
Yeah,
essentially.
Yeah, no, that's big companies own you.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what was going on with all those rappers dying too.
Yeah, they were
either that or they were just genuinely retarded and killing each other. But
no, I think it was honestly probably the company's been like, go kill that guy.
Yeah,
go kill that guy. We'll get you a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then they just took the money from him.
Because it was a lot of like low level rappers, and they figured out like, oh, if we kill this guy and then announce it, their sales go up. Mm-hmm. So I think they were just killing these guys. The sales go up. They collect all the money,
and they take the insurance.
Yeah, they just take everything,
and be rich as fuck.
Yeah, and it really doesn't matter to that. Like, I mean, how many rappers died over the course of like 2 years?
So many
fucking rappers died. And they kind of it was kind of smart too because they reached the peak popularity of their music. Like they knew, okay, these guys are gonna fizzle out. They're not gonna be generational artists. They're gonna fizzle. So
let's just keep the growth.
Yeah, let's get them to their peak popularity. Then we'll kill them. Then we'll get all that bonus money from them being dead. And now we own it forever, and we don't have to pay this guy ever again.
I mean, if you look at it from a business standard, that's smart as fuck.
Yeah,
it's like I'm not saying kill people.
No,
but it's smart. Like it
is smart.
It's a way of business.
Yeah,
that's how business works.
Yeah, and we're not saying it's good, but it is smart.
Yeah, by no means is it good.
Yeah,
but I mean, like that's
most things.
Yeah, exactly.
That's most things. It's not good, but it is kind of neat how they figured it out.
There's a loophole in the system.
Yeah,
like I was just talking to like my boss just today. It was basically like if a company buy something, the only reason they can stay rich is it's just a tax write-off. So you're just buying shit into like you're buying shit for your company and then you're just paying yourself. They also like there's just loopholes for everything.
Yeah, it was also interesting. Like for a long time, it was like there was literally no independent rappers dying. It was literally all rappers signed to agencies.
Yeah,
and when XXX Tentacion died, his whole thing was like he was about to leave that company.
Yeah.
And he had just gotten to like his peak. So they were like, nope, kill him. And then they get all of his stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
I think maybe the same thing happened with Kurt Cobain and with Nirvana. But he was also crazy. He might have just killed himself. But
maybe they made him crazy. That's what I'm thinking. It's maybe.
No, he was always crazy. I watched his documentary. So? Yeah. He has a whole part of his even as a kid, everyone was like, "No, that dude was fucked up."
He's not right in that.
When he was in high school, he was like a virgin, and he had never even like been with a girl or anything. So he had heard that one of his buddies, like I don't know, Down syndrome. She has some sort of disability, would fuck him, and he was like, I'll fuck her. I'll fuck this special needs girl." And then he tried, and the smell was so bad that he vomited. Oh. And he couldn't get the smell off of him. So he ran away crying, and then she was all upset, and it was a whole big thing. And then it went around his high school that he tried to fuck a retarded girl. And then it was a real problem for him that he tried to fuck. He was always crazy.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, he was always at it. It's a pretty good documentary. It's called Montage of Heck.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a fucking wild story. That's insane.
Yeah, he was 15, 16, something like that, and he did that.
Damn.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked.
What the fuck, bro?
And then he also just lived with this girl. Mm-hmm. And he didn't have a job. She had a job. She was supporting the entire thing. And he would literally just sit around all day and write and make art and stuff like that, and then go out at night and perform and try to sell art and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then she left him. She paid for their first album. I forget what it's called, but the one without Dave Grohl. The first where it's a very hard album.
Yeah.
Very rock album. Very punky. She paid for most of that, and so did
the producing of it.
Yeah, and so did the bassist Kurt Novoselic. And then they broke up right before the album was finished, and then they blew up.
Damn.
I think he did pay her well, though. She got paid
I would assume.
well enough off of that. But yeah, he didn't pay for any of that. No, he was always an insane person.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he made up for it.
Yeah.
Like, on all of his work and time, first album, you become rich as fuck.
Yeah, he was incredible, too.
Yeah.
He was really good.
Yeah.
Nirvana rules.
Yeah.
That whole sound ruled. Grunge ruled.
I do enjoy myself some Nirvana.
It's really good. It's really fun.
Going hard at work. Cutting pizzas. Listening to Nirvana. Come on, bro.
Dave Grohl is a genius, bro. That drumming. I listen to that drumming and I'm just like, holy shit. So creative. But yeah, he might have died. He might have got killed by his manager. Who knows? Because there was that whole nonsense with Courtney Love, too.
I genuinely think every artist that is that's like, hey, I'm gonna be done here soon, and then they die within a couple of years.
Yeah,
they've definitely been killed.
It would make sense because Nirvana did kind of fit that mold of like
they hit peak. Now
they kind of hit their peak, and like it didn't. From everything that I've ever watched or read about Nirvana, it didn't really look like they were gonna have another one in them. It just kind of seemed like that was where they kind of maxed out, was those albums. And, like, Kurt wasn't going to be able to do another tour like that.
Yeah.
Dave Grohl was clearly... Because Dave Grohl wrote a lot of songs when he was in Nirvana. And Kurt Cobain was like, no, I don't want your songs.
Oh, wow.
So it was... Dave Grohl was, like, eventually going to leave. It was probably pretty soon he was going to leave. So it does kind of, they do kind of fit that mold of like.
It was coming to a close.
Yeah, it was coming to a close, and if they had dropped any more, it might have been bad. Yeah, their end wouldn't have been as impactful. But them dying, them ending right there, was a huge deal, and their sales spiked again, and they're forever remembered as like, I wish there was more, because there's only those 3 albums and really only 2 of them that are like that are really Nirvana. The first one is good, but it's not
what we know Nirvana.
Yeah, it's not Nevermind. You know, it's not Heart-Shaped Box. It's not In Utero. Like, it's not Nevermind or In Utero. It's just it's fine.
Honestly, I'm genuinely curious now. I kind of want to go look back at like all artists that have died and just been like, how close were they to?
Yeah, Amy Winehouse maybe also, but a lot of these people. The other thing is like, it's hard to say. Like with the rappers, it's a little easier because they were all just shot.
Yeah.
So you can kind of just assume
someone was sent to
someone
them. Yeah.
Probably paid for that.
Yeah.
But with the older guys, it's like Kurt Cobain shot himself. Hendrix overdosed. Amy Winehouse overdosed. Like, a lot of these people just overdosed.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is they're all over. Like, if they could be poisoned or something. That's what I'm saying is like, was it poisoned, or was it like the companies driving them to the point where they're like,
and what is fucked is the production companies always pay for the autopsy.
They're not paying for a good one.
That's how it works. Is like they pay for the autopsies,
and they're not going to pay for. They're going to pay the people who are doing the autopsy to
say it's this.
To say it's it.
Yeah. But it is a little harder to prove because it's a well-known fact that Jimi Hendrix was a heroin addict. And that, you know, Amy Winehouse was doing drugs. Like, they were all doing drugs. So it's believable that they would have died of overdoses.
Well, and that's what I'm saying is like, if you really want to be like conspiracy about this, is that the easiest way to just explain it for all of them?
Yeah, probably.
I'm really thinking it like, if I'm like, the way I'm thinking of it is like, if you are a heroin addict, if you're a drug addict, the easiest way to kill someone is to be
drugs.
Yeah, it's just be like, they were doing some crazy fucking drugs.
And a lot of their managers also supplied them drugs, so they could have just given them laced drugs.
Yeah,
that's also probably
how it was.
That's very feasible.
It's not. I really think if the government wanted you dead, or if someone wanted you dead,
yeah, they'll kill you.
They can kill you.
It's not that hard.
It's not hard to kill people. No. People aren't as like cautious as like you would need to be if you were trying to fight someone that was trying to kill you.
Not at all. Especially if you are a drug addict and your manager gets you your drugs. That's pretty.
You're gonna trust them. That's
Yeah.
your manager. That's
Yeah.
your person. That's
You're gonna
who-
trust them every time.
Yeah. And if I said it's not like he got a new manager, especially Hendrix. It's not like he had a new manager all the time. He had the same manager for years on years on years.
Yeah, I think he had the same manager for like 4 or 5 albums.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So you got trust with that guy. But I mean, I guess anyone can be bought with money.
Oh yeah, I could definitely be bought. I know for a fact I could be bought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would need a lot to be like, there's no way they could catch me and make me the fall guy, but they'll have a way.
I'd need like maybe 15 million.
15 million to kill someone?
15 million.
Yeah, kill someone.
Yeah. That's probably my price. I'm lying, but
It would take a lot.
Would
I
it
couldn't
take
put a
more than
number. I think it would take. It depends on the person. It depends on who I'm killing. Like if it's someone that like I enjoy, that would kind of
like an artist that you
Yeah, if
enjoy?
it was like ours, like you gotta go kill us, and I'm like, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine like go kill Drake. You listen to the Hotline Bling trying to pull up to where the fuck you're about to shoot this guy. That would suck balls,
that
bro.
would suck if I had to kill Drake.
I would definitely be listening to some passion.
But I would also do it because at this point, he's not going to match the old albums. So
No.
I'd be okay with it. I would get it. I'd understand.
Yeah, listening to some Marvin's Room.
But yeah, you don't see these independent artists dropping like flies like that. That is true.
I everyone's killed.
Yeah,
I think more people are killed than we actually think.
that's probably true.
I think a lot of people die, and it was off of someone saying,
Yeah.
"Go kill them."
That is probably very true. Yeah, I'd actually be interested to know like a number.
Yeah,
Or just like names. I just want to see how many big names come up on that. It is probably way more than we think.
yeah. I don't.
What are you going to do, though?
Nothing. That's the thing is, I'm not gonna do
Yeah.
anything about it. It
No
is
one's
what it
going to
is.
do anything about it.
I'm not gonna get involved in it because then they're gonna
No.
come kill me. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to die.
I would actually never sign a record contract just for the reason of, like, I
But-
don't want you to kill me.
Yeah, basically.
I just don't want you to kill me at all.
That's what we should put on all of our contracts at the very end. And be like, you can't kill me.
Yeah.
Be like, I actually need this one line that
Yeah.
says you can't kill me.
And no takebacks on that either.
Yeah. Hands must be in front.
Yeah.
No crossing your fingers.
Or, like, if I die, like, maybe somewhere in the contract, it's like, if I die,
There must be an
it
investigation.
immediately goes to somebody who investigates this thoroughly. And they aren't paid by you, they are paid by me.
Yeah.
I'll put like $5 million aside and just be like,
In your will.
yeah, I'll just be like, this is for him to investigate my death. So, good luck, motherfucker.
And you get to choose. I would say choose the person before you die.
Yeah, obviously.
Just be like, if I ever die,
I don't want some lady showing up on the scene.
If I ever die, come investigate my
Yeah.
investigate my death.
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely set that up.
If I was rich.
Yeah.
If I was rich and I was like, yeah, if I die, you need to investigate.
That's kind of Knives Out.
Yeah, it is. It was like
Yeah.
old man died who killed him.
Yeah, it was like upon his death, he has to investigate.
Yeah.
That was like the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a good idea. It all comes back to movies.
Dude, movies are awesome.
Movies are the best.
But I mean, like that's like movies take inspiration from real life. That's
Yeah,
literally
they do.
that's literally what you're taught.
Yeah.
Everything in a movie is actually something that someone's seen in real life.
Why don't you start with that then when you're trying to write your feature? Go to your real life and then imagine if it was cyberpunk and robots. I bet you can find something.
Yeah, I'm sure I could. I don't. No, now I'm thinking. Now my brain's going again.
I bet you can do it.
Easily. The thing is, I really like. I don't think I'd have a problem writing a movie. Like or not. I guess I would have a problem writing the movie. I don't have a problem writing the story.
Yeah, it's the minute little
Yeah.
details, the small scenes that no one ever thinks about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the getting ready in the morning type of scene.
Yeah.
That's one of the most important fucking scenes of a goddamn movie.
Yeah.
That sets the tone for the whole fucking movie.
Yeah. Well, like I wrote that mopping scene where it's literally just our Jack character like working, and then he stops working, and then he goes around walking around the store eating his chips, and then he goes back to work, and it's like that one scene sums up the movie.
Yeah.
But it's like you wouldn't ever think it's an important scene, but it is a pretty important scene.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Movies are crazy, bro. Movies are fucking awesome.
They are. What do you think about getting Taco Bell a little early today?
I'm down to getting Taco Bell a little early today. I'm I'm ready to munch.
I do need to munch.
Maybe some all-you-can-eat shrimp.
All-you-can-eat shrimp. Sounds fantastic.
That's definitely what I'm naming this.
I do think about that, like, yeah, it should be named.
I'm definitely naming all-you-can-eat shrimp.
I do think about, like, there were definitely people who were like, I'm going to eat so much shrimp that Red Lobster goes bankrupt, like as a joke.
And then
it happened, and they were like, I didn't mean it. I still want shrimp.
Yeah.
Like, some fat fucking bitch in a Midwest town where there's literally no other seafood, their Red Lobster closed down, and they were like, that fucking bitch Amy, she fucking ate him out of existence, that fucking cunt.
Probably.
That's what they thought.
That's sad to think that, like, people genuinely, their seafood experience
Is Red Lobster.
is a Red Lobster or some type of store.
There's
like that.
tons of towns, I'm sure. I mean, kind of Flagstaff, where, like, the peak seafood was Red Lobster.
Yeah,
There's tons of towns like that.
Yeah, Karma, but I mean, like, that's
sushi, though.
Yeah.
There isn't a seafood place where you can go and, like, get, like, a nice, like, you can't go get, like, a bass or, like, a nice, like, salmon or something like that. And you can't get a nice salmon at Red Lobster either. But you can get a decent enough one.
You can get a solid 5 out of 10. Like, that's what matters.
There's a few dishes at Red Lobster, honestly, you could get, like, a 7. You can get a 7 at a Red Lobster.
I'm thinking, I don't eat seafood. I eat seafood, but I can't eat fish.
You don't eat, like, fish, yeah.
So, I mean, when I went to Red Lobster, I was just biscuits and chicken sandwich.
You had a chicken sandwich at Red Lobster?
Chicken sandwich at Red Lobster.
That's insane.
That's the only thing I can think of me getting. I don't think of anything else I got there.
I know I got, like, I think I got, like, a shrimp trio thing. Because I do love shrimp.
I mean, you've been to, like, Northern Pine. I've gotten, like, their fried shrimp and, like, fries.
Yeah.
But I'm honestly, like, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I'll eat, like, sushi from a landlocked state, but I'm not consciously. I don't like doing it.
I'll eat sushi in Phoenix because I do think Phoenix does source their fish well. Well, and that's the other thing with sushi is, like, whether you know it or not, all the best sushi restaurants freeze the fish.
Yeah.
None of the fish that you eat at sushi is frozen. It's always, or is fresh. It's always frozen.
Yeah. And every place it's like, we don't freeze our food. They freeze their fucking food.
Yeah.
They're straight up lying to you. Like,
yeah.
It's just I don't know.
Well, but, like, that's even, like, the best. I watched a video where I think it was David Cho. He was talking to, like, a sushi, like, the best sushi guy in New York.
He was like, it's frozen.
And he was like, do you want to tell America the secret? And he was like, yeah, every sushi place you've ever eaten at in America, it's frozen. Yeah. He's like, the most expensive place in LA, the most expensive place in New York is frozen.
I mean, I'm sure there's people who get the fish and they bring it into that, like, store at the same day.
Yeah, but
it's not used right away. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, they freeze it. And it's not. I don't think it's frozen for, like, a long time. Like, I bet there are there's probably a sushi place in fucking, like, Kansas that freezes their food for, like, fucking
days.
Yeah, weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think this sushi is frozen. They say, like, the fish is frozen for, like, a couple of days, but it's still frozen.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know if, like, I'm sure you can take a fish out of the ocean, like, you can cook it, you can eat it, but I'm sure for sushi, fish that's sat for a little bit is better in sushi than
might be. I don't know.
That's straight out of the ocean.
I have seen on Instagram though there is legitimately a place in Japan where he, like, reaches into a fish tank, pulls it out, kills it, scales it, and then puts it on a thing, like, in front of you.
Yeah.
He kills the fish and puts it on a thing for you to eat.
I've seen.
That might freak me out.
There's places in Japan where, like, they'll give you a little fishing rod and they have a pond inside, and you got to go catch your own fish and bring it to them.
I have seen that.
That's kind of fucked up. But if you get, like, a little shitty ass fish,
yeah,
that'd be terrible. No, I'm saying, like, there's places that do it, but everything's frozen.
Yeah, everything's frozen. Just like that. Yeah, that's why I don't feel too bad. I wouldn't eat sushi, obviously, in, like, a small Midwest town.
I'm not gonna eat it in fucking Nebraska. I would never eat sushi in Nebraska.
But most major metropolitan places, I would try it.
I think you have, like, yeah.
Like, I'd try it in Chicago. I would try it in Atlanta. I try it here. I would try it in a major metropolitan place where I know that there's a place that has the money to do it right.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. It's just about, like, do you have enough money to source your fish the correct way?
Yeah.
I'm not trying any fish in Nebraska. No, thank you. No. And this is from, like, a river.
Yeah, unless it's like a trout or
Yeah, I'll try a river fish.
Yeah, not an ocean.
That's crazy to me is that some people are legitimately, like, they live in the Midwest and then they just never see... Some people just never see anything other than the Midwest.
Yeah, there's people who don't see the ocean. There's people who've never been to a beach.
That's crazy to me. People who've never been to the beach is fucking insane to me.
It is wild. Like even people from Arizona, like from high school.
Yeah.
They're just like, I'm going to go to California. Like, oh, I've never been to California.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I understand, like, different households, different stuff, but I think by the time you're in high school, you need to have gone to a beach.
I would just feel claustrophobic having never seen the ocean. You know what I mean? Like, I just have to know it's there. Like, I know it exists, but I just have to know it's there.
Yeah,
I just have to go see it for myself and just be like, okay, there's a place to go. There is a place to go.
Yeah. Just, like, look out on the ocean. Just miles of fucking ocean.
Yeah. I need to know that it's there.
I think the ocean's sweet as fuck. I love
It's
the
pretty
ocean.
cool. It's all right. I don't really like going to the beach, but...
Honestly, the beach is like a 50-50.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's fun. Like, sometimes, like, it's fun.
I just always feel gross.
Yeah, after I'm done with, like, when I get to the beach...
Yeah.
It's cool, it's fun, having a great time in the water, having a great time, chilling on the beach, great time.
Yeah.
But then after I'm done, I got sand all over me.
Yeah, and it's never worth the experience, really.
You gotta walk back to the car, and
Yeah.
you're just, like, covered in sand.
Yeah, and then you got, like, dinner in 40 minutes, and you gotta just, like, hurry it up. Like, it's... No.
Yeah, and then, like, if you're with your family and everything, everyone has to shower, you're running late. It's not a great time after the beach.
Literally, this was my experience in New Jersey when my family and the Ruckers went. It was literally, we went to the beach all day. I was at the beach for, like, 7 hours. We'd be at the beach for so fucking long.
That's too long.
And then you have to walk back. You walk back, it's like probably half a mile back to the house.
You got sand in your penis.
Oh, it's so much
Sand in your ass crack.
So much sand in my ass and all over my crotch. It was ridiculous. Then I go shower. Then I'm tired because I've been in the sun all day.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm tired.
We got dinner.
Now I got to go to dinner. Then I get dressed. I go to dinner. I still feel kind of gross. I'm at dinner. I have a good dinner. Then I come back, and then it's just like, okay, the day's over. And it's like, what?
What'd you do?
What do you mean the day is over?
I'm like 4 hours. 4 hours at the beach is plenty.
I could do one. I could do one or two.
The thing is like, I feel like, I don't know, like, if you're by yourself, you can do a shorter time. But I feel like the more people you have, like, the more time you can spend at the beach. Because there's different activities. Like,
but adults just sit there.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I could never do that. Even if I was like a dad, I'm going in the fucking water.
They'll go in the water, but like then it's like, what do you do in the water? You just kind of chill.
You ride the waves, bro.
But
See
that's
how far
pretty.
you can go.
That's kind of chill. You just kind of Jersey, there are sharks. I don't do that.
Me and my siblings do that. Like, we would just like hold hands and then you just walk out. Every time there's a new wave, you just walk out a certain more.
Yeah.
And you have to jump over the wave.
I've gone out pretty far there, but like I don't want to experiment.
My siblings actually, my dad never did this with me, which I was kind of sad because, like, I wasn't the right age and we haven't been back to the beach then. But he took like my brother and Candace out past, like, just swimming out past like the, what is it called?
The buoys.
Like, wherever the waves break, wherever the waves start.
Oh yeah,
for the
yeah,
shores.
I've done that. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll like take them swim out there, and then he's like, you come back. I mean, I've done that, but I've never like swam that. If that makes sense. Like, I've been like on a kayak, and I've done that.
I've done that. That's chill. In the lake, dude, I'll swim a whole lake.
Yeah, but a lake is a fucking lake.
I've legitimately swam across like an entire lake to go to the store.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, I want ice cream. I'm gonna go swim across the lake.
I'm not scared to go in a lake, though.
No,
Unless
the
it's
ocean's
connected to an ocean.
The ocean's too endless.
The thing is like, I'm not scared to be in the ocean until someone's like, yo, we're in the ocean. And then I'm like, fuck, we are in the ocean.
We are in the ocean.
Like, I can't see what's below me. I don't know. I'm not the fastest predator in this.
It's so unexplored.
Yeah. Well, I think, like, people who are like, there's a reason NASA switched to the sky. It's like, okay. I don't know.
It's not because there's anything weird down. I mean,
yeah.
there is weird shit down there.
But I don't
know if
think
there's a
it's
whole
like there's
society.
some crazy monster down there. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe there's aliens. I don't know. Maybe aliens come from the ocean.
Maybe
Maybe it's like a Pacific Rim type thing where they're
Could
gonna
be.
have giant fucking kaiju come out of the goddamn water.
could be. Who knows?
That'd be kind of sweet.
We haven't found the deepest point.
No, we can't get there.
Yeah, we know the deepest point, like in our of what we've discovered, but apparently that's not the deepest point of the ocean.
I wouldn't put it past it. The Earth is huge, dude.
It is crazy. There's a mountain underwater that's like 2 times as tall as Mount Everest,
Yeah.
and it's just still underwater. It's still like a mile underwater, which is like fucking crazy.
The ocean is crazy.
Yeah.
I love the ocean. The ocean is crazy though.
I like being around the ocean. I like the vibe, but I don't want to spend all day there. I just want the vibe.
That's fair though, but I do think 7 hours is a lot.
It was so much beach. It was so much fucking beach time. I just wanted to go on the porch and chill.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't just go back.
Because it's a long walk. That's the other thing. It's like I get there and I'm like, ugh, I gotta walk back. I mean, it's not a long walk, but it's long enough for me to be like, I don't really want to do this.
It's a long walk just because of like
Yeah.
the scenario you're in makes it a long.
But it's also not worth driving and paying for parking.
no, never
So
is.
you just walk.
Never is, honestly.
Yeah. And it's weird. Their town is weird where it's like, once you get to their house, you would never know there's an ocean.
Like just over the.
Yeah, because it's like trees. It's like regular trees and like grass and like there's like rabbits and deer and like
What the fuck?
squirrels and shit, and it's literally half a mile, maybe less, from the ocean.
Interesting.
Yeah, Jersey's a weird spot like that.
Yeah, we didn't go to Jersey, so I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta go to Jersey.
I just got to do the East Coast. I've basically
Yeah.
done all of the fucking West Coast.
Yeah,
And I've done like Texas to Arkansas
yeah,
and Florida.
yeah. We gotta do the East Coast.
Yeah.
I want to do more of the Southeast. I've done the Northeast. It's fine. It's whatever. It's chill. A lot of lesbians up there.
It would be cool if I could say I hit all 50 states. Then I'm a real American.
Yeah,
I mean,
I have no interest in going to the Dakotas though.
No, that's the thing is like there's some states I'm just like, meh.
Yeah, if I never see them, I wouldn't be upset at all.
Yeah. Well, those are like some of the states where it's like people are like, I've been to all 50 states. It's like, what did you like? Did you drive through it or did you stop in all of them? It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I drove through this one and this one. Like those would be the states. Where
I
I'm
will
just
say some states though are a pleasant surprise. Iowa was a pleasant surprise. It was actually a very nice place.
What do you think is just because of where you were, or like it was?
I
Genuinely
think
nice?
I think probably it was just like that was a nice city. Like Iowa City is nice.
Well, like my thing is like you went there on a visitation, so they're gonna try to make it the best that they can.
Well, no, but like we went to the actual town,
yeah,
like by ourselves, me and my mom.
you did like a little.
Like we just like every time we went to dinner and like all this stuff. We were there for like probably 4 days, and we went like all through the actual city of Iowa City. It was very nice. It was very cool. And
That's
Des Moines apparently is a very nice city. I believe them. It like Iowa was very nice, but like so it was kind of surprising because I thought it was gonna be dumb as shit, which probably the majority of Iowa is dumb as shit.
Yeah,
But you know they have some nice things there.
fair enough.
But the Dakotas, I don't see a way that there's anything nice there. That the whole place seems dumb as shit.
Yeah, I don't even know what's in the Dakotas.
Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota. That's it.
Honestly, I have no interest in that.
I have no interest in that either.
That thing is honestly one of the most fucking stupid and waste of time that we've ever done.
It's just very stupid to me. I don't care about going there at all.
I don't want to see a fucking face on a mountain.
Apparently, there's a lot of like meth. There's a lot of meth.
Nice. That's cool.
In the Dakotas, apparently.
Hey man, doing something.
Yeah.
Can't be doing nothing. Why not just have meth?
You might as well. If you got nothing else
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on, you might as well be a meth town.
Yeah, just have meth.
Who cares?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Most places are meth towns now.
And why not?
Yeah, really. Why not? It's fun.
What time is this at? 8?
Yeah, 8 p.m.
That's like 40 minutes.
Yeah. All right, let's get Taco Bell and watch this.
I'll watch a little bit. I'll just watch the recaps, bro. I can't sit through this. I would die. I would get too bored.
He makes it very fun. He does make it really fun. He's an entertainer.
Yeah, but even so, it's.
No, I get it.
Speech is fucking. I kill myself when I have to listen to a speech.
It is fun though, and then people boo him, and he's just like, "You're all lame."
Yeah. No,
I'm saying fun stuff.
He really just is like people who disagree with him. He's like, you guys, you just fucking suck.
It's funny when he holds stuff back too. He literally just goes, and then he goes back into his speech.
Yeah,
but it is fun because you can tell like, oh, he was gonna fuck something up.
Like, I was 6 inches in your mom last night.
Yeah. I fucked your mom, Nancy. Your dumb big tits. They aren't gonna distract me this time.
Your mom was better than you.
Nancy Pelosi does have big tits. She was probably dying back in the day.
Probably was, honestly.
Yeah.
I think I probably would have fucked her back in the day.
I probably would have too.
She was kind
of. I would have fucked Kamala back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, Kamala back then.
Like in her sorority when she was in her sorority.
Hell yeah. I would have fucked her.
I haven't seen that.
She was kind of hot.
I feel like I think that's kind of weird. Like you look at a politician, you kind of like you're genuinely supposed to have a little bit more respect towards them, you know.
Yeah, but they're animals.
Yeah, dude.
They're fucking. They're fucking and sucking.
Fucking all the time.
Most of them get prostitutes all the time.
Yeah.
They're fucking and sucking all the time.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I fuck with it. I like it.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Do you, bro?
That's all we're saying. Have fun.
Literally.
That's been our message always, is have fun.
Do what makes you happy, bro.
All right. Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Later.
Deuces.